This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On Air.
Well, hello there, lovely humans. Welcome and thanks for tuning in to the Sleep Lab Stories. I'm Liesl Mitchell, a person with narcolepsy and a fascination with sleep. We all do it, but do we talk about it? Stay tuned as we chat to anyone and everyone about their weird, wonderful, and just plain normal sleep stories. And welcome to you all. Lovely to have you along for the ride today. Thanks for being here for another sleep storytelling session. I wanted to ask, how much thought do you give to brain health? When I was growing up, I was taught at school and at home about exercise and nutrition being really important for my heart health. But I don't think I ever knew that sleep was critical for my brain health. So it's quite understandable, I think, to assume that sleep is a time when everything in your body just switches off, because by nature of being asleep, we're kind of switched off. Like there's not an awful lot of awareness as the act of sleeping is sort of kind of not really conscious, is it? So it's easy to assume that the brain is also included in this switch off. But research tells us that sleep is busy brain time, and neuroscience is discovering the importance of sleep and memory consolidation, which is also about how sleep affects our learning, what we remember, and then our ability to remember what we learned again. So actually having that time for your brain is different from the way our body kind of switches off. Our brain is not downtime necessarily, but different time. So making healthy choices that impact your heart, for example, like these things are made during waking hours, which means that we sort of have full awareness of that activity. But what we do for our brain, because we're not really aware, we maybe don't always notice that this is important time for our brain. So what I'm trying to do with the Sleep Lab stories here is sparking some of our conversations about things like this, what our brain is doing while we're sleeping, sparking your imaginations about sleep, and bringing thoughts about sleep like, what does my brain do, out of the dark and into the light of day. So let's get into the storytelling today. I think this is the bit that I'm always curious about, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from my guest today as someone who has a specific interest in what brains are capable of. And I'm thrilled to be introducing a fascinating and all-round excellent human being to you all. Callum, hello.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. I'll tell you a little bit about Callum before we get going. He is Callum McKirdy, a cycling enthusiast, tropical houseplant lover, and neurodiversity consultant. Callum is one of those special people who is just easy to warm to, actually, and he takes a genuine interest in other human beings. So it's not surprising that one of his passions is helping people recognise their worth. No wonder I always feel like a rock star after a coffee catch-up with him. I am intrigued to hear what his take on the brain and sleep is, especially after he disclosed to me he's recently returned from competing in my first sleep-deprived multi-day bike-packing ultra race in Europe. So I don't know about you, but my curiosity is piqued. So kia ora, Callum.
Kia ora. Thanks for having me.
Yay! Oh, it's so good that
Here
you
we
came
are.
along. I know, here we are. 2 microphones, 2 humans,
Whoa.
ready to go.
Yep.
Brains switched on.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a good start. Before we do go any further, I like to ask all my guests, what made you say yes to coming on the show and talking about sleep?
Oh, easy. It's not about sleep. It's just talking to you. Just any time with you, any time chatting with you is always good fun. I'm really grateful that we sort of have that connection. However that happened, I think you approached me a few years ago and said, you do cool stuff. I do cool stuff. Let's talk about some cool stuff. And we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Maybe a coffee thrown in there, coffee or two.
A few coffees.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone has always been over coffee, and there's no coffee here today, so this could be the start of something new.
That's actually, that's big. I like that. That's bold.
Yeah.
Most of my conversations with people actually do happen over coffee, but I have to expand that now. It's over microphones, which is actually quite fun too.
Well, it's too late for coffee for me because it ruins me after If I had a coffee after 10:30, 11 in the morning,
All over?
no sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's quite that's a long lead-in period because
Yeah.
some people can go a bit later on in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And is that something, how did you find that out?
Just, well, is it trial and error? Just life, I guess. And I've never felt like a kick or a hit from caffeine. And that's down to my ADHD because it's a stimulant, and so it just levels me out. But it stays in my system for a very, very long time.
Right.
And so if I have a lunchtime coffee, I know I'm 1 a.m. Like I'll be tired but alert, like so physically tired but mentally alert. And I struggle to sleep anyway, or to get to sleep. And so anything that, I guess, adds to that struggle just prolongs the agony.
Right. Yeah. Well, good. I guess good that you've worked that out because I imagine for some people sleep being an issue to get to sleep. Sometimes it is just something like that coffee's been a part of your life, but you don't realise that that's actually, a major factor in keeping you awake later on. Yeah.
Yeah, it just stays in my system. I've noticed that. I know that. And when you have a little bit of knowledge, you can do something with it, right?
Well,
not always the case in my case. Ironically, I coach people to change their habits, but I'm rubbish at changing my own habits, which is probably why I'm an okay coach, because I know all the workarounds, all the ways to hide, procrastinate, skirt around, making change. But that's one of the things I know. Any caffeine in my system after lunch
blows the sleep.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah. I've got to say that's something I'm quite grateful for with narcolepsy, that I can have a coffee at any time, and I know I have had coffee at 10 o'clock at night, and I can just go straight to sleep. Whether that actually does have an impact on the kind of sleep I have, or I really don't know. It doesn't affect my ability to sleep or me falling asleep, but it probably is healthier sleep without caffeine in the mix.
Yeah.
That late, anyway.
I don't want a bad coffee because I love coffee. So I will have, it's the first thing I do, first thing in the morning, and I look forward to that at night. The ritual of making the coffee in the morning, I love that.
So you go to bed at night thinking about that ritual?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That used to be my way of making myself go to sleep, was the knowledge that I would be going out for coffee first thing in the morning. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I'd be like, I just want to stay up, and no, I've got to get a good night's sleep. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because I've got a coffee waiting for me at the other side. It's just
we lead exciting lives.
Oh, next level. Now, I was going to ask you quickly about your sleep-deprived experience of bikepacking, because I did want to just pop that in the mix. Can you tell me a little bit more? What was sleep-deprived looking like for you?
It was, so what bikepacking events are, what bikepacking is, essentially you carry everything you need for however long you think this race is going to take you. So it's 550 kilometres, this one, which is pretty short for these sort of races. And they have a start and end point. You've got a route that you follow. You can choose to sleep, you can choose not to. And so these are sort of for context, the winner of this particular race through Slovenia, Croatia and into Italy took about 30 hours. So finished essentially the following day. We started at 7 in the morning on a Sunday, and some people were still riding, or the cutoff time was 7 p.m. Thursday. So people went all the way through. Obviously, the winner didn't sleep. I chose we slept in a forest. We were warned to sleep or to go through this particular forest in groups because there were bears. Never saw a single bear. So there was a group of 5 of us who decided to sleep in this forest, but that was only for a couple of hours. And then the following night was we had we were going through a couple of islands in Croatia, so we had to catch ferries. We missed, or I missed, and about 7 others missed the last ferry, which was at midnight. So someone slept I slept on someone's veranda. Someone slept in a public toilet. There was a bit of a fight for that. And
the privacy factor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Service station forecourt. So just sleep anywhere. It's not comfortable sleep. You don't have much gear with you because you're on your bike. So there's a sleeping bag, etc. And it's you're exhausted because you're biking for sort of 16 hours a day or so. So it's not good quality sleep, but because you're exhausted, you're out pretty quickly, and any sleep feels good. So even 40 minutes is quite nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That actually, to me, sounds like life with narcolepsy, weirdly, because I take little 15-minute sleeps.
Yeah.
And if I do a 15-minute block of sleep, I know I'll wake up reset, like kind of refreshed.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's kind of like a mega version of that, like where it's you don't get a night's sleep, but 40 minutes, wow, like reset, like off you go. Like you've been able to fall asleep pretty much right away and then off you go 40 minutes later.
And that's thanks to being physically tired. And that's what I notice with just any sort of everyday sleep. If I'm physically tired, I sleep much better. I'm never mentally tired. I can be emotionally tired, but I don't. My problem is that I'm always sort of alert, or when my head hits the pillow, that's when I tend to replay the day and ruminate and go over everything. And so I just kind of I light up. But if I'm physically tired, so if I've done some good hard exercise that day, then that tends to temper that sort of mental alertness a little bit. And I love to exercise anyway. But one of, I guess, when I want to have a good night's sleep, I'll make sure I do some good exercise that day. Yeah, I prioritise that over many other things, actually.
Right.
Yeah, I know that really, really enhances that sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you've got quite a good awareness of your body's needs, like just talking about, caffeine, understanding that doesn't help you sleep, and also that, exercises and wearing your body out, like getting it to a point of physical tiredness.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably something that a lot of us don't get enough of because of, very sort of stationary jobs, and we do a lot of work where we tend to be quite stationary. We often do hit the pillow without probably enough physical activity in the day. I'm sure it helps.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely convinced by it. But I guess not everybody has my sort of makeup as well.
That's unique to you, I guess.
And everybody will be unique in some ways as well. It's about sort of just being curious and figuring some stuff out. And sleep's something you can experiment with.
Oh, absolutely.
I need to say I am a rubbish sleeper, and I don't tend to have a very good sleep very often.
Well, you probably relate to a lot of people that'll be tuning in, because I think sleep is one of those really fickle things that in different stages of life people struggle at different points.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you'll be very relatable. Now, Callum, I can't believe that we're actually at this point, because this is fascinating. I do enjoy our conversations. I knew I would, but I'm going to have to interrupt just for a quick little word from our sponsor, and then we'll come back and we'll pick up a card and see what's happening. So we will quickly hear from our wonderful sponsor.
Need a caffeine hit? Head to Grid Coffee Roasters, right in the heart of Mornington. Whether you're looking for a delicious flat white, refreshing peppermint tea, a last-minute gift, or some freshly roasted coffee beans, we have you covered. See you soon at 172 Eglinton Road. Follow us on Facebook at Grid Coffee Roasters.
And as always, thanks so much to the lovely Grid for sponsoring this program. And we're here with Callum McKirdy in the studio, and we're about to take a spontaneous random card and see what that triggers.
Nervous about this.
Yeah, you should be.
Taking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, alertness. When you first wake, Oh, 1 to 5, not at all or singing songs. So 1 is not at all, all the way to 5 singing songs. My alertness, it's instant. I think I'm a 5 straight away.
Do you sing songs? The next obvious question.
There are songs in my head. Like I'll wake up with maybe a lyric or something that will just be on loop going through. I'm not groggy. I don't wake groggily, if that's a word.
It is. It so is.
Yeah.
Groggily.
But it's
Lovely word.
There's a really good alertness when you first wake up, the level of alertness.
Yeah, I know. Some people just aren't, some people are, please don't talk to me. I need half an hour. I need my coffee. That's my sister. I need a coffee. I need to be out of bed and functioning, sort of at functioning level first.
Yeah.
But others, like maybe yourself.
Well, I think some people may mistake or mistaken alertness with refreshed as well. I don't feel refreshed after a sleep, but I'm definitely alert.
Right.
And maybe that's because I'm a light sleeper, so I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Bound from the bed, yeah.
Well, I mentioned it before. I've got ADHD, and that means that when I try to go to sleep, I'm replaying, ruminating on the day. There's a whole lot of stuff. My brain really lights up, and so it sort of acts against me. But also, what we know about people with ADHD is that we're noticers of things. So we're actually we're seeking stimulation, which is why caffeine doesn't give me a hit. It actually levels out, which is why people with ADHD are prescribed stimulant medication, because those stimulants don't stimulate them. It levels them out because they're sort of seeking that dopamine hit, etc. But what we're always also doing, I think, and I've read some things on this, but I'm not an expert, but we are always looking, or we're always on alert, I should say. So we're the people who way back will hear a rustling or will notice, something moving. And I think that actually does play into our sleep patterns as well, that we are just light sleepers and are just sort of on alert, or trying to be a bit more present, maybe not trying, but are just naturally a wee bit more present, which can really mess with your quality of sleep as well.
Yeah.
So yes, I wake up alert, but not necessarily refreshed.
Yeah, that's a good distinction because, it's not the same thing. And I think, and I wonder if there is any correlation between, someone who has a really deep sleep and maybe wakes up quite groggy, whether they feel refreshed but not alert, and vice versa. Like, I just wonder.
Well, it also depends on, as I think I understand, it depends on where in that sleep cycle you wake up as well. If you're woken up, or if you naturally just wake up.
Yes.
But if you're woken up in a deep sleep, that's going to be an
groggy,
awful place.
And it's often grumpy. That's my take on it. It's like, what? Yeah, there's something. It's quite harsh, and I think it is that, like you say, it is the stage of sleep that you come out of. And if you're in deep sleep, or even in REM sleep, I think going through a dream sort of process, it can be quite jarring to come back into the real world. Yeah, absolutely, it can. Understandable. Yeah, no wonder babies cry a lot. They must. If they get woken, I wonder if their sleep is like, they're in mid flow and they get woken up. I wonder if that affects their mood too. That was just a random thought right that moment, so I have no idea whether that's going to. Should we take another card?
Okay.
I love this.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, jeepers. Microsleep. Any thoughts, experiences, questions? Microsleeps as in naps?
Well, actually,
or not?
Yeah, well, this was a card I was wondering about putting in, because I was like, okay. Microsleeps usually occur when you are sleep deprived. So, be that jet lag, be that a sleep condition, it occurs when you've basically been denied sleep for so long that your body's really craving sleep. You'll be just doing a normal activity, but your eyes might close for just a few seconds, and you won't even necessarily notice that it's happened, but others will. And I just wondered,
That's crazy.
Wondered if you had any thoughts or experiences about this.
So your body obviously needs it.
It's
craving it, so it's deliberately doing it to try and nourish or nurture something.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds very cool. We should harness that sort of thing. Just
Well,
not when you're driving, perhaps, but
yes,
it's like
definitely not when you're driving.
Yeah,
And I think that's actually something that happens when people are driving and sleep
Right.
deprived.
Uh-huh.
They will go into, and some people who are listening may have had this experience,
Wow.
but you're driving and your eyes close for just a second and you're like, oh gosh, I'm quite tired. Or maybe I should pull over. Yes, you should. But yeah, I think they say that truckers that now have video cameras in the trucks to make sure that they are taking breaks, and it actually does monitor your eyes. And so if you start to have those like little micro sleeps where your eyes start to close, there's now sort of, I think, tools that mean that that'll alert you to being asleep or that you are
Cool.
becoming sleepier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fascinating.
Like, I don't think, like, are you aware afterwards or during even that you
Some
have these?
people won't be.
No.
You see, it happens to me and I'm aware of it to some degree because I'm used to it.
Uh-huh.
But I think for someone who maybe is just really, really tired, maybe jet lagged or has just stayed up for a night, in the middle of a bike packing race that goes for a million days, might discover that, closing your eyes but not aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah, it's a baby sleep. Mm.
So what does it feel like then? Does it afterwards, do you feel different, better?
No, because you're not
No?
really sleeping.
No.
You're actually just trying to stay awake, but your body's, you're fighting sort of going to sleep at some level.
Gotcha.
And
So you don't want it.
No, no. Well, you're awake, right?
Yeah.
Like here we are sitting here talking, but oh wait, my eyes have closed. Oh wait, I'm starting to drift into sleep without being able to control that. So I think it's when you're really tired and your brain's just saying no,
Yeah.
that's enough. Yeah.
This
So
is cool.
24 hours to 48 hours into sleep deprivation, that's what you'll start experiencing.
I had no idea these existed. And as you've been talking, I've been thinking, have I ever experienced one of these? And I don't think I have.
That's good, Callum. That's good. It means you're not sleep deprived.
But maybe I have.
Maybe.
And I'm just, yeah. But I don't.
You won't remember though, will you?
No, that's the thing. And this is why I asked, what does it feel
Yeah.
like? And do you know? And do you notice?
Hard
Because,
to notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Usually takes other people, I think, to tell you if you're not aware of it yourself. Yeah. Yep. And often I think I've seen people having these little microsleeps before, and I've said, you just fell asleep. Like you just had that little sleep moment. And they said, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So
Okay.
time stands still almost. It's like,
I think it does
Yeah.
at some level. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it sort of from a scientific point of view. I
Sure.
know a little bit about it from my own experience and reading a little bit about how it is in narcolepsy. But yeah.
how often do you experience them?
It depends if I've had good quality sleep.
Uh-huh.
But usually in the evenings around meal times, I get it quite a bit
Okay.
because food triggers sleep for me. So yeah, probably every day, a couple of times.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You'll have to come over for food. You can watch me fall asleep with. I had something the other day. What was it? I had a Mars bar. Now, I haven't had a Mars bar for a very long time. I've discovered, having had one recently, they are very, very, very high sugar content.
Yeah.
And sugar just sends me to sleep.
Does it?
Yeah, so I had
Okay.
the first bite, and my partner was saying to me, yeah, I saw what happened. I had the first bite. I went to sleep with it in my mouth. Like, it was so full on. It's like, yep. So then I came back. But
That's amazing.
yes, you'll have to come over for
Okay.
dinner. Yeah, come for dinner. I'll be like, I
Bring
won't
some
be that much fun.
Sugary snacks.
Let's see what happens. No, I shouldn't be making fun of this, but it is quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's quite, interesting.
But isn't it amazing how quickly the body can react to something?
Yes.
It just says, oh, yes, please, done.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. And also your conscious sort of awareness of that too. And that's what I was sort of trying to raise at the beginning of this episode today, was just talking about how you don't really know what your brain is doing. Often we're not consciously aware of it, and a little bit more awareness is probably useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Callum, I'm going to have to stop us there just as we're getting warmed up. Like, I love our conversations. I knew this would happen too, because I'm like, Callum and I will start talking, and then what?
I'm a waffler.
Oh, and you're not a waffler. You're a storyteller, and I love that. So thank you, Callum, for coming in and sharing some of your thoughts. I'd love to have more time with you. If you want to look up Callum and what he's up to, he's there on LinkedIn, he's on Instagram, and you've got your own website as well.
I do.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, callummckirdy.com.
There we go.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in hearing a bit more about Callum or getting in touch, that's the way to find him. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And that's it for this time. From this place with the Sleep Lab Stories. Thanks for listening to The Sleep Lab Stories. Big shout out to Grid Roasters, generous sponsors of this podcast and makers of great coffee. To the awesome OAR FM, thank you for making it all happen. Like and follow The Sleep Lab Stories at oar.org.nz and at all your fave podcast platforms. You can find me and the latest sleep info at thesleeplab.nz. Take care, sleep well, and catch you next time.
This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.